I actually did not have the entire money. Guys, let me tell you the things Olive has done. Oh my god, guys, I did not have let me tell you, I did not have actually enough money, and maybe that's why I started doubting. But welcome back to the channel. My name is Olive Nkirote and this is Olive Nkirote rebranded. Welcome back to the channel, guys. I did a video recently, from broke graduate to landowner, things that I have done that have turned my life around, yeah. And I got a few questions. Olive, how did you exactly do it? So I was like, fine, I'm gonna do a video. So these are just personal to me, but I feel like you can use them in your own way. And most of the investments that are usually heavy are things like real estate, things like buying land or buying an apartment or working to build your own home. Those things actually do need a lot of money from the onset. And let me tell you guys, I experienced that in full measure. I'll just share the mindset that I was in and how I got myself to do it. Step number one is deciding I actually want to buy land or to make an investment or to purchase a piece of land. Basically, it's just deciding. You know, for a long time I had like, that is something I had heard from a lot of people, like the rite of passage is buying land. Another reason was trying to diversify my investments. Most of my investments are very high risk, and particularly crypto. And I was just like, I mean, if crypto was to go to the pits, I am going to the pits with it. So to diversify, right, the income that comes in my life, let me look on purchasing land. If I was to go back to 2021 when I decided that I wanted to buy land, I would possibly purchase land where I would possibly build my home, my first home. So in 2021, my mindset was, one, how can I preserve cash? So basically, land is a way you can preserve cash, also known as land banking. It is not very liquid. When you put your money in a piece of land, it is not easy for you to just sell it. It can act like an insurance buffer in terms of in the future when you have children or when you're retiring. Land does appreciate over time. That's a good reason for you to do land banking. If you're really not going to use the land, it might have appreciated, it will have appreciated in value, so you can sell the piece of land. I honestly bought that land thinking that I would build a holiday home. So if you know Imbuko, it is literally at the, what's it called? It's near Amboseli, and it has a view of Mount Kilimanjaro. I always knew if I'm to build anything there, it's probably a holiday home. So that is one of the reasons why. In this case, you could pass it down to your children. So at that particular time, I just knew that I wanted to purchase land, and those are the reasons that I had in mind. Right now, as I'm thinking about it, I want to purchase land, but for home ownership. Right now, if I'm looking to purchase land, it's mainly to just build a small house so that I don't pay rent because paying rent is tedious. So that is where I'm looking at in terms of purchasing land in 2023 in my mindset right now. But in 2021, my mindset was just like, I just want to invest. I just don't want to have so much money in my account. Where can I put this money away? That was step number one. I decided. Step number two was income, right? For you to actually make an investment like that, your income and expenses ratio have to be good. What do I mean? If you're trying to make a big investment without putting yourself in very heavy debt, then you really must have a good income. Then you really must have very little expenses, because income minus expenses equals to savings and investments. Well, in 2021, 2022, my income was good and my expenses were low. Well, in 2023, can I say the same? No, I have increased my expenses very much. So at that time, the income was entering very well and the expenses were very minimal. We were living in a very small, decent house. We weren't living like out loud like that. So all the money that came in, it was easy to hold that money and save it towards investing. So if you really want an easy time with investing, either work on growing your income to higher heights or work around reducing your expenses if your income is very predictable. One of the questions I got was, where were you saving? I particularly just saved in a bank. It was just sitting in my account as I saved, and then I jumped the gun. So did I save in a money market fund? No, I did not. I just saved in my bank account. Guys, I have seen people save even in a savings app, so whatever suits you best. The main thing that made me put the money aside is a very high shoot of income. For example, you are making, let's say it's an example, you're making 10K, right, every month, and then all of a sudden your income shoots to 100K. There's a huge increase in your income, and you don't spend that 90K and you still maintain your expenses at 10K. You see how it's easy to save for something, because now your income has drastically gone up, but your expenses have still maintained. So now you use that money to put it into an investment for the future. So that is exactly what happened in my life. I was busy just doing my work on social media and content creation, and then a lot of opportunities came, and I was making my small income, and then all of a sudden things just went crazy, and I just started panicking, and I told myself there's no way we're going to spend this money badly, because I don't know if tomorrow I will have this money. And that's when I decided to just purchase the piece of land and forget about it. So again, if that happens, that's essentially what happened to me. So the saving was slightly easier because the income that came was slightly higher than what I was normally used to, so it was easier to save. Third thing is starting research as soon as possible. I had a lot of people being conned when buying land and scammed, and it was scary, guys. I knew for a fact that I was only going to buy land from a place that I was 100% sure that I was not going to be conned. I believe in reading and researching, and if you guys even go back to my YouTube channel, you can tell that I have shared videos about land, and the whole time I was sharing that content is because I was consuming a lot of that content. I was learning how to buy land, and because I was consuming a lot of it, it became, you know, what I gave you guys in terms of content. I started sharing factors to consider before buying land because I was researching about factors to consider before I buy land. I started learning about the land buying process. I shared with you guys the land buying process. So research is key in any investment that you make, because guys, investment is a risk. If you invest in crypto, it's a risk. If you invest in stocks, it's a risk. If you invest in land or real estate, it's still a risk. You could actually lose your money in investing, but how you reduce that risk is because of the research that you've taken to understand the particular investment. I went online, I stumbled upon Goshen, I loved their YouTube channel, followed them on Instagram, followed their website, and I instantly knew, guys, I instantly knew that I was definitely going to make a purchase with them. When I actually decided it's Goshen, I had to reach out to them because first of all, their pieces of land were like going so fast, and I booked a site visit, went with my partner, went with my mom, and we sold the piece of land. My mom was just like, okay, Nimbali, but you know, it's an investment. I actually almost backed down because I was afraid. I was unsure if maybe I should have used this money to maybe invest in my home, because we were living like, oh my god, just how you live from uni, you know, get up, you know, like appliances for my house. Like I started now doubting everything. At some point I'm thinking, okay, maybe I should have put this money back in the business because the money would be more, you know. I didn't, maybe it's not right to put money in an investment, maybe I should have just put it in my business. Let me tell you guys, I underwent the whole cycle. I doubted myself until I even saw Goshen announce that the early bird prices were going to end. In case you're thinking, oh, it was very easy, it was not very easy. A lot of things start to, you know, cloud your mind, and it's you to just decide, okay, fine, let me not listen to this. I know it's not a bad investment, I know it's a good investment, so let me just do it. Another reason as to why I was doubting myself is the payment. I actually did not have the entire money, guys. Let me tell you the things Olive has done. Oh my god, guys, I did not have let me tell you, I did not have actually enough money, and maybe that's why I started doubting. I had given us like 2-3 months for us to finalize the payments, and I do not know how I thought in 2-3 months I'd been making that kind of money, but I just believed I would. And they were saying for that period of time they would be able to convert the title deeds from their company name to our personal names. and I was just like, you know what, I can do it. And I mean, you were paying, I think, 10% deposit. I don't know, there's a whole payment structure. And actually, let me be honest with you guys, I actually didn't have the entire money, and you're probably wondering, Olive, then how are you able to pay for it? So what I did is I had initially a quarter of the money. Okay, I had a quarter stashed away. Then during the 3-month period, I made the other a quarter. Very hard at work, so I had half the amount. Now the other half I had to borrow. I remember reaching out to my dad and being like, Dad, do you have X amount of money? I really want to make an investment. I'll pay you back with interest. And he was telling me, right now I'm also tied with cash, maybe I borrow it from my SACCO. And I'm like, okay, cool. Then when the SACCO amount came, and I was just seeing, I don't know, processing fee, then there was insurance fee, and then there was there was a lot of fees, and then there was interest. I was just like, it's not that serious. You know, maybe if I was building, maybe, but like land, it's gonna sit there for a while. So do I really want to pay this much interest? No. So I decided, okay, fine, let me reach out to my partners from the other business that we co-own. So like I told you guys, I have ONR, which is my personal baby, which is you guys, content creation, courses, coaching, but I also have YRK, which is Yami Rabbits Kenya, and we had a third party investing into the company. Thankfully, I was loaned the money by my other business, and my partners accepted. I got the money. I was able to pay for the piece of land, and immediately I paid. I remember it was around June, July. I swore to God that I was not going to sleep until I pay that money back. Let me tell you guys, I went hard at work, and I can proudly say that I finished my debts. And again, it took a lot. To be honest, at that period, like during that period, I genuinely saw how debt is, like, it's good to have debt if you're investing in something that is potentially going to make you money, because if you know in the world how the world operates, there's good debt and there's bad debt. Good debt is when you've borrowed debt, but whatever you're investing in is bringing you money, right? But for me, I feel like good debt works if whatever you're investing in is bringing you cash flow. But in this case, land doesn't really bring me cash flow. Land is cash preservation. It's me locking money there for future gains in the long term. And I didn't want to pass off the opportunity because I genuinely really wanted to purchase this land. I had been reading about it, I'd been following up with the page, I had gone for a site visit, and I was just like, Olive, really, just jump the gun and do it. So basically that is how I literally purchased this piece of land with a very small, decent income. And I don't know if it's going to give you maybe ideas or encouragement or maybe align for you things in your mind, but for me it's realizing if I see an opportunity that I truly want, I never want to block myself from going at it because I feel like I don't have enough resources. How I operate as Olive is you just go and fight your case, and then you will sort it out ahead. If I really didn't actually go ahead with it, I would probably not sit here today saying I own a piece of land somewhere in Kenya. If I didn't believe I could, if I didn't go at it, if I didn't risk, guys, if I didn't push myself, and I kept telling myself that even if that route didn't work, I'd have probably found a way. I'd probably reach out to Goshen and be like, guys, can I owe you like X amount of money for just 3 more months, and I can find a way to pay you guys, you know what I mean? And it's putting yourself in that situation where you have to find a solution. Lessons that I've learned about investing in land is hella expensive. Yo, it's expensive, and I just need to work either harder and make more money so that the next time I buy another piece of land, hopefully I don't get that stressed, because I was really stressed in 2022. Yeah, that's what I've learned. I really wish we had good interest rates in our country, because if you're to try borrow a loan right now from the bank, again, you're going to have processing fee, I don't know, 14% interest rate. You have to pay a certain amount monthly. You know, it's not really as favorable. It's slightly on the expensive side, and when you look at other countries where, I don't know, they can get a mortgage for 3 to 5%. Are you serious? Just 3 to 5% interest, and in your own country it's 3 times that. 3 times, guys. You know, because I genuinely believe in building wealth as fast as possible, and if you can borrow money and do something good with that money, I 100% believe in it. And trust me, guys, I am still looking for ways I can get debt at really good interest rates. so that I can use this debt to build systems in my life that can bring better cash flow apart from my businesses. So yeah, that is it for this video. Generally do not know if you guys learned anything, but I believe you did. I believe you learned something. And if you are looking to invest in a piece of land, an apartment, building, I mean these heavy type of investments, I just want you to plan yourself, do a lot of research, believe you can afford it, even though you might not be able to, but you will afford it. And yeah, all the best. Thank you so much for watching this video, and if you liked it, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't, comment down below what you've learned from me, what was intriguing and what was eye-opening from this video that you're just like, okay girl, I see what you did there. And yeah, let me know what else you'd like to see on the channel. Otherwise, I love you guys, and mwah, bye guys, see you on the next one.